What's up guys, it's your boy Jay and welcome to another episode of the EA Sports FC 24 Super League Career Mode with Aston Villa. Also guys, 97% of you are not subscribed to the channel, so can we please make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Right, hello everyone, it is your boy Jay. Let me explain what's going on here basically in this episode. So during the time of these recordings of these episodes, I was extremely ill. Therefore, I decided to just play the whole games, re-record it in with a voice in the background, and then just carry on with our lives to make a couple episodes. But I'm kind of realising that because I was ill, I never made the episodes, I'm kind of behind on schedule. So what we are going to do today is just speed run the whole entire season. 18 minutes, 6 seconds I have here on the bottom. We're just going to storm right for the season, and we are starting off with a 3-0 victory over Belgian side Ghent in today's game. Or is it Genk? Wait, which one is it? A minute in and I'm already screwing everything up. But no need to worry, because next off we are off to Turkey to face Turkish side Fenerbahce, and Jonathan David gets us the first goal in this pivotal game towards the top of the table. For people who do not know, Fenerbahce beat us in the Bristol Moor Street final last season, and we are here today to get our revenge. Nandez gets the ball. Oh, this must have been during the international break then. Nandez gets the ball through down to David, who misses the worst shot. How do you miss that? How do you seriously miss that shot? But it's a corner now. Luis straight through to David, gets it on his head in the 87th minute to give us the 2-0 win here today against Fenerbahce during an international break week. Which, yes, I hate international break weeks. It's not the best or the most fun, but we get the win. Okay, what's next? We have got Mould Simulated, it looks like, as we get the 2-0 victory in the FA Cup, or as I like to call it, the Super Cup. Now, David has the ball here against Celtic, straight through to Tony. You barely see him score in this career mode, but he does come up when you need him the most. A brilliant super sub. That was Ivan Toney in this career mode and in this game against, well, actually he started this game against Celtic. Now, we get a penalty here for some reason. A reason that I do not know whatsoever, so I'm not even going to guess. But David is going to take it, but I wanted to give the goal to Savio. It just really all depends if he can score the penalty here today, which he does. It makes it 2-0 against Scottish side Celtic today at Villa Park in Super League 3. Exactly what we need to do to go ahead and win this league, which we will. We will. With all the winning that we're doing at the moment, we will win the league. With Jimenez scoring the third goal within 52 minutes to make it 3-0 against Celtic. Oh, and don't worry, the 3-goal rule still applies. If we're winning the game by more than 3, we're just saying, yeah, that's it. Nothing more that we can do. Let's just go ahead and sim the lot. They score, but other than that, it is a 3-1 victory to Aston Villa. We face PAOK in the league, which we only get a draw, and Ignacio actually gets sent off. Now we had Bodo Glimt, a Norwegian side, in the league, and we draw 3-3. Jimenez runs down the wing here against Dynamo Kiev and scores the first goal within 44 minutes. They were a tough side in this game. Trust me, Dynamo Kiev actually gave us a run for our money today. I'm not even going to lie. I think this game, yeah, the game just finished 1-0. They took us for everything that we had, but we still came out with the 3 points. Now off to Denmark to face Michelin, I think that's the name. Just do some skills and then score past the goalkeeper. Oh yeah, side note, Martinez got injured out during the last international break, which means Penders was actually our goalkeeper for about half the season. And we somehow didn't choke as Diaby goes ahead and scores the equaliser here in Denmark. Diaby actually ends up becoming the highest rated player at the end of this season at an 89. So when he comes back next season, he will be an absolute star. Tourette's misses the shot. Tony gets a bit of a good shot after the ball's up in the air. The goalkeeper's already on the floor. Might as well take advantage of every chance that you can get, especially in the Super League 3 like this. Diaby gets past the player. He just has to run down. This guy plays in midfield in the tactics that we do. It's like a weird 4-3-3. 4-3-3. But Diaby plays right centre mid, but the right centre mid, it's kind of like an ultimate team tactic where he just runs down the wing instead. Like he goes up. He goes up. So he is useful as Savio misses that, and I don't know if that was going to go in or not, because I don't know if David is being smart or looking like the most greediest player that I have ever seen in my whole entire life. But other than that, yeah, 4-1 victory against FC Midtjylland, the Danish team. Next up, it's Fenerbahce again in the league. No international break, which means we can just go ahead and Savio can get the first goal in this game. Again, it's weird how Brazil are not in this game. So, like, Savio and all them lot can never get caught up. David, brilliant ball through to Santiago Jimenez, the great Mexican player, to make it 2-0 here today against Fenerbahce. I think Jimenez really got caught up the most in this career mode. So, like, Moteng was always getting chances because Tony and Jimenez were nowhere to be seen for half the season because of internationals. That's what made David so, like, important to make sure that he was always on top. And he did. He was a fantastic player to use throughout this whole entire season. But we'll just simulate now. They scored 2, but Jonathan David does get another to make it 4-2 in the end. So, January, those are the results. Let's have a look at the transfers now. Noel Buck went out on loan to Celtic. Timothy Fosu-Mensah actually had a loan to option, which they did use in the end, so he joined Newcastle. Brahim Palacios joined SC Braga, the Portuguese side. We bought Can Uzun, I think that's how it's a name, for about 4 mil. We sold Douglas Luiz to Fenerbahce because he was not growing whatsoever. Like, Ramsey's time was here. We also bought Renato Viega from, I forgot the club. And we bought in Wilfred Ganato as well for a backup left mid. And Jimenez is the first person to score after all those transfers against German side FC Freiburg. Not gonna lie, the second half of the season, we actually did begin to struggle a bit. I'm not gonna lie, we did struggle. We did struggle. But Uznan passes straight through to Jimenez to get a 2-0 win at the very dying depths. And Jimenez is just celebrating the fact that we did not choke a game. Every Villa player now is coming over to celebrate such a big win in the league. Next up, we have got Greek side PAOK with Jonathan David getting the first goal of the game. Again, a total superstar up front. I think he's probably one of the best players that I ever used in this career mode. When we sold Watkins and bought in Jimenez, I'm glad that this partnership has worked out the way it has. Especially when you've got people like Diaby that you can fall back on if things aren't going exactly right, to make it 2-0 against Greek side PAOK. And we got people on the bench like Tony and all them lot, like Uznan here. Yeah, for some reason they were just messing around at the back. And Uznan just scored against former Aston Villa goalkeeper, well, current goalkeeper in real life. But former Aston Villa goalkeeper Joe Goosey actually is playing in this league as a goalkeeper. 100% impressive. Lovely to see it as Uznan and Savio, actually no, as Savio gets an extra goal to make it 4-0 against the Greek side. Next up, we are up to Scotland as we face Celtic, who actually score the first goal here and actually takes the lead at the Celtic Stadium. I don't know what the stadium is. I'm sorry, I'm not that well known in stadiums. But first goal goes to them. Now here's a good goal. Vega crosses it over to Ganato to make it 2-0. No, sorry, 1-1. But what makes it funny is that the high player in height is passing it to the shorter player in height, and it's a cross to a header. It's great. But what isn't great is us conceding to make it 2-1. I did actually rotate this game quite a bit with the lineup. So after they scored, we brought on like every single best player known to man. So David actually was not starting. So when you bring him on, of course he's just going to score and basically save our ass. So we did not get the win here in Scotland, but at least we didn't choke a loss. I guess I'll take it. Our defense was terrible, but you know what? Yeah, it's great. I'll take a draw here in Scotland today. But next up, we are at home, where we beat Ferencváros 2-1. Again, I'm still learning all the names. Away to Belgian side USG, we win 4-1. Now we are at Norwegian side, Bodo Glimt. Bubakar Kamara, who you barely see score in this career mode, is the first person to score in this game against Bodo Glimt in Norway. They get the equaliser, but I still can't figure out Gulluckson? I think that's how you say his name. Yeah, I think it's Gulluckson or Gulluckson. Yeah, I'm just going with that. Gets the goal equaliser. Jimenez passes it through to Savio to make it 2-1 to Aston Villa. I tell you what, I remember buying Savio as like a I can't believe his available pick, and he is actually growing into his own. Not as much as the other players here, like Vega passing it to Savio. Yeah, Savio has definitely made it into his own, and Vega, I'll tell you what, Vega is very good. He has been assisting a lot so far in this career mode, especially in crucial moments. But look at this. We conceded a free kick. We conceded a free kick to Bodo Glimt to make it 3-2 to us still. But damn, what an amazing free kick. Honestly, well done. Well done. But Wilfred Gnonto wanted to say something. He wanted to score a goal to make it 4-2. Basically, no matter how hard Bodo Glimt try to come back into this, we have players who just want to have it more, who want to have the league more, who want to win more, who wants to go out there and dismantle this league board by board. Right, next up we have German side, Wolfsburg. Jonathan David, at start of this career mode, makes it 1-0 in Germany against the German side. You know, I like how I keep saying, oh, it's the German side in Germany. Like, where else are they going to be? But yeah, 1-0. But Wimmer actually gets the equaliser here today, and I feel a bit out of touch with football now because, no offence, I have got no idea who this guy is. But he's a good player though, because obviously he scored against me, so he's a good player. Gnonto, oh, I thought he was going to pass it. Nope, actually takes it upon himself to get the 2-1 lead. I'll tell you what, he's like a super sub. Wilfred Gnonto is our super sub. He's an amazing player when you need to call him on. Final result 2-1 to Aston Villa. Next up, Italian side Fiorentina. Yes, we're going from Germany back to England to play an Italian team. That's the pro doing the Super League career mode. Jonathan David gets the first goal here today, but Enzola... No, it wasn't Enzola. It was... Yeah, Enzola actually gets the equaliser here today against Aston Villa at Villa Park. Right, and then Jimenez wanted to go, nope, we're actually going to get the lead back 2-1 thanks to Mexican Santiago Jimenez. A great backup option has it been to Jonathan David. The greatest partnership of two strikers that this club has seen since Gary Vonghor and John Carew. And before you go at me, look at me saying that and going, they got us like Europa League like twice in a row. Of course, we got knocked out to the same club twice in a row, but you know, we made it to the Europa League twice in a row in like 2009, 10, I think. Anyway, back to what I was on about. Jonathan David scoring a good goal to make us 4-1 against the Italian side within 35 minutes. Again, something I will say about this career mode, I actually do go off the rankings. So some clubs that might not qualified for Europe in years, because of how well they've done recently, they'll still make it. But a lot of simulating to do now. 2-1 against Lille. Next up, we got Polish side, no, Austrian side, LASK, 2-0. Next up, Swiss side, Basel, 2-0 once again. We just do not stop winning. Next up, second tier side, RCDSB 0, we draw. Yes, we draw to the side that are in the second division of Spanish football in real life. We beat Sierra Suaneros, so we can beat the first division, but not the second division. Next up, we got Spanish side Real Betis, who we actually lose to. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to announce that these are the last 3 games left of the season. First off, against Ukrainian side Shakhtar Donetsk, where who else but Jonathan David scores the first goal in this game against the Ukrainian side. I think the league was already settled by here. Like, obviously, as you can tell, we are, like, obviously promoted. But just to make sure that we end up as champs, you know, just to make sure that we remind the league of who we are, might as well just go ahead and just dismantle Shakhtar Donetsk for no reason whatsoever. Like, you know, show the example. In fact, show the league above us that we are just ready just to come in there, win Super League 2, and get promoted to the Super League with so many good teams. But it's 3-0 in the end to Aston Villa against Shakhtar Donetsk. On now to Leicester City, where, of course, but who, Jonathan David scores the first goal here today at Villa Park. Actually, our last 3 games were at Villa Park, which was weird. Believe it or not, that actually counts as Savio's goal. So, Savio, congratulations on another goal, mate. I'm glad you had a great season with us. I think he ended up being 84 overall by the end of the season, which is fantastic. But what's not fantastic is Traore over here, coming here and getting a goal against us to make it 2-1. But what is good is Wilfred Gnonto, the super sub, takes it and scores it. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give this guy more chances next season. He has to. He has been a great player coming off the bench. But you know who is a good player? Santiago Jimenez getting the 4th by chipping the Leicester goalkeeper for no reason in the 84th minute. That's just fun. This league has been fun to play. But I say that now because it's now the last game of the Super League 3. All of it's been crammed into one episode, bar the last episode where it actually was the first month. But we've somehow done all the months in one episode, and this is our last game against Victoria Pleasant. True fact, one of our lone players, Kaliskoy, actually did play in this game. But one more and we can officially end the season, because I've got 2 things to show you at the end of this season. But wait, they actually score first. Okay, I don't remember Victoria Pleasant actually scoring, but yeah, they scored. Also, something I am going to note, just in case, we actually did not get a trophy celebration. Yeah, believe it or not, we actually didn't get a trophy celebration. So I can't actually show you the trophy celebration because we actually didn't get it. Yes, I know, how crazy. We actually didn't get the trophy celebration, but the last goal of the season is scored by the one and the only Jonathan David, who has been an amazing player this season. In fact, you know what? He's been so good, he won player of the season. That's one thing I wanted to show you. He won player of the season for us due to scoring so many goals. A great player. And here is us lifting the trophy. This is the closest thing you're going to get to a celebration. Yeah, so this has actually been a really fun career mode to do. So this has been your boy Jay. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and peace.